Good afternoon and welcome to the Fife Property Weekly Market Update. As always, we're going to do a run through of what has been happening on Rightmove right across Fife with all agencies to give you a great insight of what's been instructed and what has sold subject to concluded missives. We're then going to take a look at what we as an agency did for the 17th to 23rd, so what we have accepted offers on, what we've got coming soon. Of course, we still have properties coming to market. Everyone will be thinking things will be quieting down and is now the right time to sell? Absolutely, and we'll discuss that in more detail as we go throughout, but what properties we have coming soon and also what has completed with keys handed over, missives signed. We'll then have a run through as well of the shows that have been done, so you know what you want to go back and watch and take some great information from. But obviously, firstly, we will look at the statistics for last week. Now, as always, if you have any questions and comments, anything at all, feel free to comment on this video. If you prefer to message us so it's a bit more private, do so, or alternatively you can pick up the phone and speak to any of us in the office. But let's have a wee look at the statistics just to give you an idea of what is happening. So as I say, this is the week 17th to 23rd, and we have the micro regions. Now, for those that maybe don't watch all the time, a micro region is the different areas within Fife. So your Cooper, your East Newt, St Andrews, etc. So you can see the list there. Now, straight off the bat, you can see 105 properties instructed with 115 sold subject to concluded misses. So this is what agencies on Rightmove have been doing. Now, for those that maybe kind of watch these shows religiously, you maybe notice that those numbers are lower. So the 105 is lower than what we have been seeing. And obviously that does tend to happen, obviously, as we get closer in the winter months and closer to Christmas, dare I say that word. But 105 is slightly less. However, this is why we're then flipping it and saying that now is an ideal time to go to market, because as you can see there is less competition. So obviously there's not going to be as many properties within your area that you're going to have to compete against. Therefore, yours will stand out. And obviously it gives you a better chance on the market, because as you can see, supported by the 115 that sold, there is still buyers on the market. There is still buyers that are looking for their next home. They are still on their property journey. And obviously you can see within the micro regions, and we will obviously pick some out and discuss them in greater detail, but you can see there that there is still 115 buyers on the market just in that week. So it gives you a great insight that now is still a good time to go to market. Everybody's thinking, well, wait till spring, summer next year, gardens in full bloom. Obviously, again, flip that on its head. Your buyer wants to be in that home for spring, summer, so they can take advantage of that garden. They're obviously going to be spending a bit more time at home over the Christmas period. So that's when they realize, okay, it's a bit too small here, it's a bit too cramped, or maybe it's too big and they just can't fill the space enough and they need to downsize. But there's loads of different ways to look at it. But these numbers here just show you go to market. Don't wait until spring, summer next year. But if we look, obviously pick out some numbers there. Interestingly, East Newt, so the week previous to this, it was higher as well. And 8 instructed last week with 3 showing as sold. Normally the East Newt kind of floats about your 3s and your 4s. So that 8 is a high instruction. I was out to a couple in the East Newt last week as well, and I've got some in for this week as well. So there is still people considering and looking to go to market in the East Newt. And obviously the last couple of weeks, while we say that doesn't make a trend, it is interesting that the last couple of weeks have been higher for the East Newt. St Andrews as well, it's great to see that 6 sold subject to included missives. That's great to see, because St Andrews is sitting with quite a bit of stock just now. Obviously 5 also got added to that, but at least we're seeing that 6 did sell, because as I say, there is quite a bit of stock sitting in St Andrews just now. Levermouth, again, it kind of says it there, black and white, it's holding really strong, 9 versus 9. Obviously, we're still seeing that positive impact from the new commuting links. Obviously, I say new, it's been a couple of months now, but obviously it might still be new to some people, but it's still got a positive impact, and that's why the numbers continue to hold strong. You then have Dunfermline, which is always higher numbers. Obviously, as we speak about, again, apologies if you listen to these shows and you know what I'm about to say, but it is, again, the commuting links from Dunfermline to your cities, your Edinburgh, your Glasgow, or beyond, but you can get more for your money just coming this side of the bridge, rather than putting yourself in Edinburgh or Glasgow, where you're going to get a lot less property for your money. Dunfermline's a sensible option, so that's why the numbers are always higher. Now, obviously, these figures here are the core market. It doesn't include new builds, as I continue to say. It's then not a like-for-like comparison, but there was 5 new builds within Dunfermline that sold last week, because you've got that kind of Persimmon site that's within Dunfermline. Then we moved to Glenrothes and Kirkcaldy. Their numbers, again, always kind of float about there. There's never any drastic change within Glenrothes and Kirkcaldy with your 19 and your 16 and your 17 and your 22. But for new builds, there was 3 in each area. So 3 sold in Glenrothes, 3 sold in Kirkcaldy, because obviously in Glenrothes, you've got the Cadham site, you've got the Mark Inch site, and then if you're heading into Kirkcaldy, you've kind of got that Roslingate area. So there is a few new builds within those areas, but that's what has sold for those. But as I say, the main kind of takeaway from the statistics and looking at this is, yes, there was less instructed last week, and it just shows you then that now is the time to go to market, because obviously the buyers are still holding strong. Now, if you're not too sure, or you just maybe have a couple of questions or queries, pick up the phone. Any of our experts are more than happy to speak with you. Obviously, tell us what microregion you're in, and we can give you a greater insight, and we can discuss it in more length with you. But if you're just not too sure, or even if you just want a valuation, just to get an understanding of what is your property worth, is there anything you need to do to get market ready? What, as I say, what is the market like in your specific postcode? Pick up the phone. More than happy to get an agent to come out and see you. And then that's your dedicated time. You have got an expert sitting right in front of you to ask all the questions that you may have, any queries, any concerns. That is your dedicated time, and it saves you having to go online, or obviously relying on, I don't know, a friend or neighbours telling you anything. You've got your expert sitting right in front of you. Get an accurate valuation. Obviously, then we can discuss what next steps look like on your property journey as well. But please do pick up the phone or messages, because we'd be more than happy to speak with you and come out and see you. So that is what was happening across Rightmove in Fife as a whole. But obviously, we're going to look in greater detail at what we, Fife Properties as an agency, did. So we'll look at what has sold, what's got coming soon, and then what has completed. Again, so it gives you an idea whether you are currently on the market and wondering, obviously, if your property's sticking, what is selling, what are buyers buying at the minute. So if you're on the market, or if you're looking to go to market, again, this gives you a great insight of what is coming to market, what is selling. Or even if you're a first-time buyer and you're curious of what we've got coming soon, then this is the bit for you. But let's start with the solds. So this first one was Robertson Avenue in Leven. Now you may be thinking, she only just spoke about this as a coming soon. You're absolutely right. This one sold in 10 days. It was a really popular one for so many reasons. And if you didn't see it, as soon as you go and look at the photographs or Perry's personal property tour, you'll see why it was so popular. The interior throughout was stunning. It was a unique style, but it worked so well. There were so many features, from the mosaic tiles to the black accents. I love the interior of this property, and I can imagine that's why it was popular, while also being a great location, obviously close to all your amenities and schooling within Leven. Great price point as well, great, right within the affordability range, and it was a 3-bedroom mid-terrace, so perfect family home. Moving condition. I really hope the new people that move in don't plan on changing too much about it, because how it is just now is immaculate. So they are first-time buyers as well, which is great to see. Obviously, there is still first-time buyers out there with all of the scaremongering that's been going on with your mortgage rates, the cost of living, trying to find a deposit, etc. It's great to see that there is first-time buyers, and we're going to speak quite a bit as we go through the sold and completed. There is a few first-time buyers, as I say, which is great to see. Again, if you are a first-time buyer and you're not too sure if you could get a mortgage or what the rates look like, pick up the phone. We can do a referral to a mortgage advisor that we work with. So if you're not too sure, if you think, oh, I'm going to have to wait, you just don't know. But at least get your ducks in a row, get yourself organised, because you might be surprised what's out there. But at least if we can put you in touch with a mortgage advisor, they have so much more of the market than, rather than just going with maybe your bank, say. A mortgage advisor is open to a lot more of the market, get some brilliant offers, and obviously get you what works for you. So if you're listening to this and thinking, oh, I want to take that next step, pick up the phone. We can put you in touch with a mortgage advisor. More than happy to do that. But as I say, it was great that that was a first-time buyer to see that moving in. So that one was on for offers over 135,000. So as I said, great figure for being in that affordability range, especially for what you're getting. People missed out on this one, which is obviously a shame for the people that did miss out. But it just shows you, if you have a property to sell, Robertson Avenue or that surrounding streets, do pick up the phone, because we have people that missed out on this one. And obviously I can't disclose just now what figure we got for the client until it's obviously concluded. But if you want to get quick sale like in 10 days and you want us to achieve a good number for you, then again, reach out. We'll be more than happy to come out and see you. Now, the next one that was sold was Main Street, Milton of Balgony. So village lifestyle. Not an awful lot comes up in Milton of Balgony, those that maybe know or don't know. It's right kind of between, if you're traveling from Leven to Glenrothes, Markinch. So it's great for that commuting as well. You can easily get to the Markinch train station. You can get to Cameron Bridge train station. So it's kind of smack bang in the middle, great for commuting even down to the A92, but you're still getting that village lifestyle, but all the amenities that surround you within, obviously, Leven, Glenrothes, Markinch. As I say, not an awful lot comes up, but this one again was a popular one because it was a 2-bedroom end terrace cottage. So obviously it was that one level living aspect as well. Love the exterior of this one. Again, go back and have a look, but it has got that cottage feel. And then you don't realise how much you get into the rear because it's got a completely private garden, summer house, off-street parking. So it was ticking all the boxes. Now, this one was on for offers over 200,000 and it sold in 3 weeks. So if you are within Milton or Balgony or even a similar kind of village setting and you are looking to get valuation, what is your property worth, or you're considering going to market, again, people missed out on this, but it does just show you what we can achieve. Sold in 3 weeks, which is incredible. So please do reach out if you are sitting within a village and you are looking to move on in your journey. And then the next sold that we have, so it's great to see as well, it's all different areas and different styles of property. Now the is Queen Margaret Street in St Monans. Now this one was a 3-bedroom ground floor flat. So we've obviously had a mid-terrace, we've had a cottage, we've now got a flat. So we're all different properties and all different types of buyer. Obviously your first-time buyer, people looking to move into the area. And then this one as well, which is great to see, is the new owners are moving out of rental. So Queen Margaret Street is sold to people that are getting out of rented and getting on to the market, as I say, which is great to see. Now this one was on for offers over 160,000. What was great about this one is the kitchen, the bathroom, really contemporary, high standard. You're also benefiting from like a patio garden, off-street parking. So it was ticking all the boxes. 3-bedroom ground floor flat, really spacious, and of course in St Monans. So not only are they getting an ideal home and getting onto the property market, but they also get to take full advantage of that kind of fishing village lifestyle, the Fife Coastal Path, the beach. So that is a great one. Delighted for obviously those. So that is what we have sold. Now the coming soons. So this is properties that we have been out to value and are coming to market with us, whether the pre-portal has already been done and I'll tell you to go throughout, or if it's due to be done. But if you don't watch our shows religiously or you're not too obviously sure what we do, we're a multimedia agency, digital marketing, and that is heavily influenced by our pre-portal videos. Now, that is a preview of the property. It's a full video walkthrough showing you the exterior, the interior, the features, really showcasing it. We then discuss price point at the end, how you can qualify to get in before anybody else. And then we discuss the location. Maybe if you're not too sure of the area, or if you're completely out with Fife, we then give you an insight into that as well. But that is your dedicated full walkthrough. It's like a virtual viewing, if you like, but it's a pre-portal. It is a preview of the property before it goes to the wider market. Now, the only way you can see these pre-portals is if you go to the Facebook pages. Now, if you're looking in East Snook or St Andrews, go to the specific pages. We have dedicated pages for each micro region. So wherever you're looking to move to, go and follow that page. You then need to be looking out for the estate agent's pre-portal videos. That is your prime opportunity to get in there before anybody else, as I say, before it goes to the wider market. Now, if you watch these videos, you'll know that there is a criteria to get into these properties. First one being, are you ready to go? Now, when we say ready to go, we mean cash buyer, ready to make that offer, and that offer needs to be a no regrets, attractive, competitive offer that the seller almost wants to bite your arm off for, and it stops it going to that wider audience. So it needs to be a strong offer that makes you stand out from everybody else, and that is what a pre-portal's for. It's to give you that opportunity to get in there and make a seller an offer that they just cannot refuse before it goes to your Rightmove, your Zoopla, your S1 Home, and our own websites. So if that sounds like something that you can obviously fulfill, then make sure you're watching the pages for the area you're looking for. And when you see a property pre-portal and it ticks all your boxes, pick up the phone, message us privately, do what you need to do to get in contact with us, because they don't hang around for long. So you need to act fast when you see that pre-portal. Now, if you're sitting here and thinking, I don't really, I'm not ready to go, I'm maybe not in that position, then what steps are you doing to get in that position? Do you have a property to sell? Okay, that's not a problem. But what are you doing to show the seller that you are serious about selling and obviously interested in their property? Have you had it valued? Are you market ready? Are you planning to go to market? What steps have you taken? Again, if you can't answer yes to those questions, pick up the phone. We can get an expert to come out and see you, give you that valuation, tell you what you need to do to be market ready, and give you an insight of what the next steps look like for you and what your journey looks like. If you aren't obviously kind of cash ready to make an offer. But that is a pre-portal. Now, if you have any questions on that, or you want a bit of clarity, or you just want to, again, speak it through, message, comment, pick up the phone, more than happy to speak you through what that process looks like. But this is the coming soons then that we have for the 17th to the 23rd. So first one, Main Street, Lower Largo. Now this is already been done at pre-portal. I did this on Friday. So the full video walkthrough is on the leave-in page, and it was on there on Friday. So you go on there, you can see the full exterior, where you're situated within Lower Largo, full walkthrough of the property, because this one is a great potential to really add value. So you're going in there, you know you're going to add value, but it means you can put your own stamp on it. You can completely renovate it to obviously what you want. Beautiful views as well. So it is a 2-bedroom, but off the master bedroom, there's additional room. It does have a single bed in it at the minute. Whether you obviously want to keep it as that, whether you want to create it into a dressing room, whether you want to make it into an ensuite, whether you want to make it a working from home space, you've got great potential. It has got a window in there, so you do get to see the views as well if you are going to be working from home. It's got a further double bedroom, but they've extended up into the attic. So you walk up into the attic, full staircase, up into the attic, Velux windows to the front. But then what's great is you could have it as a further bedroom. You could make that your master, or you could have it as an additional kind of sitting room and really open it up with more Velux windows, even getting those balcony style ones, because the views are just beautiful, completely panoramic right across the Firth of Forth. And then there is garden space at the rear as well. So it really is a perfect opportunity to get yourself in Lower Largo and also be able to put your own stamp on a property. So as I say, that one went on Friday. So go and have a look for that one. Next one is George Govan Road in Cooper. So for those that obviously know George Govan, it's within that really desirable cul-de-sac estate just up from Bell Baxter. So ideal, obviously, if you're needing to be close to the secondary school within Cooper. For those that don't know, as I say, it is just by the secondary school. Desirable estate. When properties come up there, they do get snapped up because of it's quiet, still walking distance to your local amenities. They are brilliant properties. So we have a 2-bedroom terraced property coming. What's great is it's got an open plan kitchen diner. It's got patio doors that open out to the garden at the rear. Moving condition, ready to go. You've got allocated parking space. But as I say, it's the location as well. It's a really quiet, safe location. You can still watch all your amenities within Cooper as well. Also great if you need to be close to St Andrews as well, the home of golf, obviously the university. Obviously it's just a short distance there. You've also got the train station within Cooper as well for further commuting. So it really does tick all the boxes. Now keep a lookout obviously for the pre-portal for that one. It will be on our Cooper page. Next you have Holgate Avenue. What's great as well about the coming soons, and maybe you've cottoned on to this, is that they're all different areas as well. So we've got things coming in all the different regions. So if you are looking for something right across Fife, then hopefully one of these appeals to you, because the next one is Holgate Avenue in Leven. Now what's slightly different about this one is it is a 2-bedroom first floor flat, but it's actually getting sold with tenants in situ. So there is people currently occupying the property, and it is going to get sold with those tenants in situ. So this is more if you're an investor. Obviously, if you're looking for a buy-to-let opportunity, then this is the one for you. Whether you're a landlord and you're looking to add to your portfolio, if you're looking to just start out, or if you're wanting, you've got a portfolio but maybe not within Fife or not within Leven, then this is an ideal one for you. It is, as I say, tenants in situ. Now, what we can do is we can put you in touch with Richard Cook, the lettings director, so he can obviously discuss with you what the tenancy looks like, obviously what the return can be. But it's in a great location, walking distance to all local amenities, your train station, your bus station, the high street. great as well for walking to the beach, the Fife Coastal Pass. So it really does tick all the boxes. So that one is going to be done pre-portal. Actually, Craig's doing that one today. So the pre-portal will be live by end of day today on the leaving page. So do keep a lookout for that one if obviously it is something you'd be interested in. And as I say, we can put you in touch with Richard Cook, the lettings director, to give you further details. But maybe if you are a landlord, obviously within the area, you've got a good idea of obviously what you rent, etc., and what the tenancy would look like. Final one, keeping it within Leven. This is Centenary Court in Leven. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-reception mid-terrace property. You might be thinking, 2-reception? Absolutely. It's got a separate dining room and a separate lounge, which is great. And then obviously you have 2 bedrooms up the stairs and a shower room, front garden space and a private rear garden as well. So front and back garden space, 2-bedroom, 2-reception. Obviously it'll be great within that affordability range, while also, again, close to all your amenities, walking distance to everything. And as I said, train station, bus station, high street, beach, it's just ticking all the boxes. So I can imagine that one is going to get absolutely snapped up. Now, that one is still to get the pre-portal done. Perry will be doing that, so keep a lookout for that on the Leven page. But that is our coming soon. So if you have any questions on those, comment, pick up the phone, but make sure you are following the Facebook pages for the area that you are looking to move into and look out for those pre-portals. Now we will move to completed. So this is properties we have sold and they have now missive signed, key handed over, and the new buyers are in their homes. Now the first one is in Cooper. So this was Bishopgate. Now this one, if you do get time, go back and look at the video, because the attention to detail within this property was incredible. The way that so it was bought as a potential to add value, and the seller, obviously previous owner, how she did the interior was absolutely immaculate. It was beautiful. It had black accents throughout, from everything coordinating from the doorknobs to the colours to the staircase to the lighting. It was just incredible. And then they had this big bay window at the back that just overlooked your garden. You could see views right from your, just honestly immaculate, the property. I absolutely loved how she did the interior. I couldn't believe it because she actually purchased it from us. So we were able to go back and see how it was when she purchased it and then how she did it. And obviously the new owners have now moved in, first time buyers as well, which is just great to see. So as we continue to say, it's not as scary as people think. There is still first time buyers and people getting mortgages just now. Obviously base rates have leveled out, but as I said, if you are looking to get on the property market, let us put you in touch with a mortgage advisor and you might be surprised at what they can do for you. But as I say, that was a 3-bedroom semi-detached villa, beautiful inside, great position as well because it's completely private at the front, not overlooked, and then a large garden at the rear. That one sold for 1.3% over the home report value, so great to see as well. So that was the first one. Now we're moving to a different area. So a bit like what we've had previously, we've got things happening in all the different areas. So the next one that completed was Wellesley Road, Buckhaven. So this was a 3-bedroom ground floor apartment. This one sold for 84,000, and the new owners are looking forward to moving into the area. Now we sold this entire building, so the 2 below and the 1 above. I remember obviously doing the videos for these, and I believe this is the one that had like the vault style because it was an old bank, the building that was then converted. It had like the old vault, really big rooms, such spacious rooms. You're spoilt with this property, and it's got views out the back right across the Firth of Forth, parking at the rear as well, which is great. So not only are you on that Wellesley Road, you've got the bus stops either side, obviously commuting, but as well, you've got the convenience store. But it was great because you had the option to go around to the rear for off-street parking. But inside, the rooms were so bright and spacious with the high ceilings, with obviously being a previous bank. But the new owners are looking forward to moving to the area. But that was an incredible property. Now, next one, we're coming back kind of over the KY15 way, and this was Station Road in Springfield. Now, this was a 3-bedroom detached kind of cottage style property. This one sold for 197,000. You are getting so much property for your money with this one. And of course, the new owners are upsizing, and it's clear to see why, because you walked in that front door, you had a large living room space, bedroom to the left, then a kind of large kitchen, and then to the rear there was another 2 bedrooms, bathroom. But what was great about this one is the footprint of the property externally as well, because you actually got a driveway either side, so ample off-street parking, garage, and then almost like a wraparound garden at the rear, while being in Springfield as well. So you're getting that kind of village lifestyle, but still have the amenities. You have the train station, still a short distance into Cooper for further amenities, but it's a village lifestyle and a brilliant property. And as I say, that one sold for 197,000 and the new owners are upsizing. So it was great to see that one over the line. So that has been what's completed, what has sold, and what is coming soon. So do keep a lookout on our pages for obviously our are doing as an agency. Any questions, please just let me know. But then let's take a look at the shows. Of course, we'll do a roundup. So as always, it's Monday, 12:30. The Wealth Creation Show went out with Richard and Jim. So if you didn't get to watch it live, then you can go back and watch it, ask any questions that you may have. But those that didn't see it, this week it was the power of association. Now, association, that is the company that you keep and how much time you spend with them play an important role in what happens and what you become in life. They can be maybe friends, acquaintances, family members, work colleagues, but it is increasingly recognized that the power of association plays a vital role in shaping your career trajectory and the overall future. Maybe would you like to know how the connections we make, both online and offline, can open doors, provide opportunities, and propel you towards your goals. As we always say, you don't need to head back to school, you don't need to go trolling the internet, you don't need to find books, because you have lettings director Richard Cook and one of the UK's most successful property investors, Jim Parker, discussing the topic. Again, answer any questions you have, but that would be a great one to go back and obviously watch and take some knowledge from. Then another show that was done last week, Richard and I did this one, and this one was really interesting. Whether you are looking to go to market, you're currently on the market, I would strongly recommend going back and watching this one. And this was Fife Properties selling in 52 days. Me and Richard did this one last week, as I say. So do you live in Fife, thinking of buying or selling, or maybe you're, as I say, on the market, or you're looking to go in 2025, then recent independent research shows that in Fife, properties have been taking an average of 52 days to find a buyer. But factors like location and price can greatly influence that timeline. Whether you're planning to move or invest, understanding these trends can give you a clear advantage in navigating the local property market. So definitely go back and watch that one. Any questions, please just ask. And then the final show was Too Late for Buy to Let. Not when you copy the new generation of landlords. Average rental yields hit a 10-year high in the summer of 2024, fueled by massive demand from tenants and an ever more kind of shortage of homes. Discussing these topics is estate agent and letting agents Jim Parker and Richard Cook, who use their years of experience and knowledge to provide a guide for current landlords or potential landlords. So definitely go back and watch that one, obviously, if it appeals to you. So that is what the shows have been. So that is a roundup. So that was the market update for the 17th to the 23rd. Nearly, obviously, next week we'll be doing the last one for November, and then of course we do the November update as well, so we can get a full overlook. But that has been the update. Any questions, comment, pick up the phone, but have an amazing week, and I will see you next week.